In this demo, you're going to learn how to do the Xgrid as well as the scaling portion of this project. The Xgrid is done on the reference image as well as the enlargement paper. And you can see here, I did it using a contrasting color on my reference image, and I'll be using a pencil on the enlargement paper. The Xgrid is just that. You create an X from corner to corner on the reference image, then the letter T, and then you make sure there's an X in each quadrant. Once that's done, you're into the scaling portion, which is happening here in the video. The scaling allows us to make sure that the enlargement paper is proportionally accurate to the reference image. Wherever that line lands, that tells you where to cut off the excess so the paper corresponds to the smaller one. And once that's done, all you have to do is recreate that Xgrid on that enlargement paper, and then you can align it up triangle by triangle and start to draw. The great thing about this Xgrid technique is if you come across an area that's difficult, you can grid it even smaller. So for example, if I think the eyes or the hair are too challenging for me, I can just draw an additional T through that X in quadrant number 1 and then divide that X up into additional smaller X's. Whatever I do on my reference image, I have to make sure that I do it on my enlargement paper. And you can see here, as I'm sketching this out loosely for you guys, I put in what I call tick marks. Those are just halfway points between 2 points that help me identify starting and stopping places for things such as hair, eyes, noses, and mouths. If I make a tick mark on my reference image, I make a tick mark on my enlargement paper. Give it a try. Once the Xgrid is complete and the tick marks are in, you can start to sketch. The idea is to get it as exact as possible or as closely as possible to your reference image. And don't forget, I love to loosely sketch first, and then I like to go back and refine. So right here you can see me loosely sketching everything in, and then once that's done, I'll go back in, refine, and tweak my drawing.